Subscribe for new videos whenever the fuck I feel like it. Let me be the first to congratulate the New England Patriots on winning the AFC East in Week 2. If Miami's tanking strategy wasn't apparent by their Week 1 ass-kicking at the hands of the Baltimore Ravens, then it now should be, as just 4 days later, they granted 2018 first-round draft pick Minkah Fitzpatrick permission to seek a trade. It remains to be seen if he actually is dealt. Regardless, contrary to what the head coach has been saying, the plug has been effectively pulled on this season. For fantasy purposes, avoid anything Miami. Unless, of course, you have players playing against Miami. Then in which case, start all of them. In Week 1, Jets receiver Jamison Crowder led the entire league in targets and catches. He totaled 99 yards. But for most fantasy purposes, especially PPR, that's pretty damn good. And made him a hot commodity on the waiver wire. However, news broke that Jets starting signal caller Sam Darnold came down with mono, which will sideline him for at least a couple of weeks, if not more. The #1 joke on YouTube was the question of why Colin Cowherd didn't also come down with mono. The joke being, well, you know. This potentially impacts all pass catchers on the Jets squad, and for many, the belief is that the Jets season is also finished, leaving just one team to try and take on the Patriots for the AFC least. That being, of course, the Buffalo Bills. Additionally, if you are in the market for some pass-catching options, then please consider the following. Danny Amendola accounted for 13 targets of Matthew Stafford's 45 pass attempts, and he caught 7 of them, breaking 100 yards and scoring a touchdown. Yet, he remains owned in only 15% of fantasy leagues. Curious. Most have seemed to forget the clutch veteran, but he seems determined to prove he still has plenty in the tank. He should be added even if it's just for depth. Another high upside waiver add is Buffalo receiver John Brown. He was targeted 10 times by Josh Allen and caught 7 of those passes for 123 yards and a score, solidifying himself as Buffalo's go-to deep threat. While an air of caution must be expressed due to Josh Allen's sometimes questionable accuracy, Brown has shown he can do enough when he's peppered with targets. Another name to watch is Washington receiver Terry McLaurin. This rookie made his NFL debut in Week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles and is off to an incredible start. Not only was he targeted 7 times, but he managed to snag 5 of those passes for 125 yards and a touchdown. While this kind of stat line can't be expected every week, the amount of targets certainly warrants some attention, and he's owned in just 13% of fantasy leagues. This next one is not a receiver, but his target count still warrants a look. I speak of ye old reliable Chris Thompson. Or at least he's reliable when he's on the field. So far, so good. Either way, he has always made for a decent weapon out of the backfield, and due to Washington's perceived lack of targets, he led the team in targets in Week 1. And if Washington continues to struggle and play from behind, that level of production will only continue. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Amazon.com. Click, buy stuff, support this channel. Links in the description. If you liked this and want to see more, check out one of the videos on the left. And again, don't forget to subscribe, because that's the best way to help me grow. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I can monetize some of my videos, then I won't have to shamelessly plug Amazon.com so damn often. So subscribe, tell your friends, and thanks for watching.